I'm Jennifer Kendall, the founder of Acuity Path, where we are supporting women entrepreneurs to grow with clarity, purpose, and confidence. Whether you're turning in from your home office or catching a quiet moment between meetings, I'm so glad you are here. In today's video, we're talking about releasing the shame around money management, specifically how to move from fearful to fearless when it comes to your numbers. My goal is to give you something you can take and use right away, something that helps you feel more grounded, aligned, and empowered in your business and life. Let's get started. Is your purse or wallet a haven for stray receipts? Mine does sometimes look like a paper explosion. Coffee shop meetings, grocery runs, little impulse buys, all those receipts, they add up. And honestly, sometimes it does feel like those tiny slips are multiplying like rabbits and plotting a full on takeover. And if we're being really real, it's not just the receipts. Do you ever feel that ominous knot in your stomach when your accountant or bookkeeper asks about categorizing expenses? Yikes. Or when you open your banking app and immediately close it again because, maybe tomorrow feels like a better day to look at numbers. If the very words money management send shivers up your spine, you are not alone. So many entrepreneurs I work with start with big dreams, vision boards, and maybe even motivational stickers, but not necessarily with a background in finance and definitely not a love for spreadsheets. The shame, guilt, and fear can be overwhelming, almost like you need a secret decoder ring just to peek at your bank statements. These feelings are real and they're heavy. But here's what I want you to know. Financial confidence isn't some exclusive club for people who get excited over an Excel formula. It is for you too. Yes, you. Even if your current budgeting system involves stuffing receipts in a drawer and hoping for the best. Well, this month, let's embrace a new theme. Let's embrace confidence in the numbers and confidence in yourself. Let's talk about why money shame shows up in the first place. It's not because you're actually bad with money. It's just the story that shame tells. Many of us absorbed messages very early on. Maybe a teacher said that girls aren't good at math, or a family member made you silly for asking questions about finances. Or maybe you watched someone you loved stress about money and decided it was something to avoid entirely. These stories, they stick around, quietly whispering that managing money isn't something you're meant to understand. Shame's favorite trick is making you think that you are the only one struggling with this. Spoiler alert, you're not. Nearly every entrepreneur I've worked with has had that moment of money dread, that stomach dropping feeling when it's time to look at the numbers. Even myself, and I love spreadsheets. Here's the real truth. Money is just a tool. It's not a measure of your intelligence, your worthiness, or whether you deserve success. What if instead of berating yourself for not having it all figured out or for not doing it right, you give yourself credit for every single brave step you're taking towards clarity? Because that's what courage looks like. Courage is showing up even when it's uncomfortable. Here are 3 practical ways to release money shame. First one, name it, tame it. Grab that journal sitting on your nightstand, the one that's still mostly blank. Set a timer for maybe 10 minutes and just start writing down your biggest money fears. What scares you? What's keeping you up at night? What made you feel small? No editing, no judging, no trying to make it sound good, just honest, messy truth. Here's why this matters. When you can pull those fears out of the shadows and name them on paper, they lose their grip. They go from this overwhelming, shameless monster to something you can actually work with. 2, start small and celebrate often. We don't need to become a financial wizard by Friday. You just need to take one small step. Maybe that's spending 15 minutes this week organizing your receipts. Maybe it's scheduling a money date with yourself every Sunday morning, complete with good coffee and a playlist that makes you feel capable. Okay, mine might be with tea, yours could be with coffee. Maybe it's just opening your bank app without immediately panicking and then closing it. Whatever it is, do it. And then, and this is the important part, celebrate it. Send yourself a congratulatory text. Do a little dance in your kitchen. Tell a friend. Make it count because every step forward deserves recognition. Three, find your financial fun. Not everyone loves spreadsheets. Though if you do, especially if they're color coded, I see you and I love you for it. The secret is finding a system that doesn't make you want to run away. Maybe it's that app that gamifies expense tracking. Maybe it's using colorful sticky notes or colored pens to organize your financial goals. Maybe you create a wins jar where you drop a note in every time you make a smart money move. The more it feels like something you actually enjoy, or at least don't dread, the more you'll actually do it. And doing it is what builds confidence. Building confidence with money isn't about perfection. It's all about progress. And it starts with reframing this whole thing from a terrifying obligation to a skill I'm developing, because that's what it is. It's just a skill. And like any skill, you get better with practice and patience. Affirmations can help, the right affirmations. I know that affirmations can feel a bit woo woo, but the reality is words generally matter, especially the ones we tell ourselves. However, you've got to believe them. Try sticking a note up where you can see it daily and put in affirmations that are growth oriented, such as I'm learning to manage money with confidence, or money supports my growth and my dreams. Not because these statements will magically make money appear, but because they start to help you shift how you approach money. Because instead of fear, you start to see from possibility. I also want you to think about educating yourself and not berating yourself. When you do catch yourself spiraling into the I should already know this, or why am I so bad at this? Please pause, take a breath, and then remind yourself you're learning. Every entrepreneur who's now confident with money had a starting point where they didn't know things. They learned by doing, by making mistakes, by asking questions, all of it. So you are not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. You can check out resources that make finances feel less intimidating. There are podcasts like Her Money, books like Profit First, or even YouTube channels that break down business finances in plain language. Treat it like an adventure, not a punishment. Or you can consider hiring a coach to guide you and help you. Look for accountability and support. Shame absolutely hates community. It thrives in isolation, but shrivels when we bring it into the light. So find your people. Maybe that's a small accountability group with other entrepreneurs. Maybe it's a mastermind focused on money mindset. Maybe it's working with a coach who gets it. When you talk about your struggles and realize other capable, intelligent women are working through the same things, shame starts to lose its power. Plus, growth is so much more fun. You're not doing it alone. I don't know about you, but for me, November has its own brand of chaos. Every month does, every season does, but November is particularly unique for me. I start to feel the holiday hustle, year end planning is starting to encroach on me. Clients are wrapping up projects or going radio silent. And then there's that internal debate about whether you really need that 2026 planner with the fancy goal setting pages. But all of that makes November the perfect month to reset your relationship with money. Not in January when everyone else is doing it, but right now, before the end of the year scramble fully hits. Remember, abundance is not about having everything figured out or hitting some arbitrary financial goal. It's about feeling safe, empowered, and in control of your next move. It's about building a foundation that supports the life and business that you're creating. Receipts will keep multiplying. It is their nature. Challenges will pop up, but your confidence, that's built through showing up. One quirky, determined, and beautiful, imperfect action at a time. And then when December rolls around, you've already started momentum. Less fear, more freedom, and a growing sense of that you can absolutely handle this. Whether your relationship with money involves stress eating while avoiding your bank balance, or having a weekly budget check in with your favorite beverage, your journey is valid. You're exactly where you need to be today. And growth doesn't come from getting everything perfect on the very first try or even the 10th. It comes from showing up, choosing compassion over shame, and taking one brave step after another. So today, right now, I want you to release the guilt, let go of the shame, and remember this: you are a wildly capable woman building something meaningful. You are learning as you go, you're dancing with the numbers in your own unique way, and you're getting stronger with every single step. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one quirky or practical thing you do to make money management less intimidating? Drop it in the comments below. You don't know what you're doing today, which might inspire somebody else. But at a minimum, I'd love to cheer you on.